The Rusty Barrel is an old deep-sea submarine that specializes in collecting minerals from the ocean floor. The submarine has rather modest characteristics. It is slow and has limited maneuverability. It is extremely difficult to work with in narrow spaces. Your main task is to collect minerals from the ocean floor and deliver them to their destination. You will have to operate in narrow gorges at a depth of more than 4,000 meters. Be careful, as the submarine is fragile and leaks are possible. For such cases, you have a repair tool. Good luck! Thank you, I'm probably going to need it. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a little game called Rusty Barrel, which is made by a charming person called Ken Forrest, who always includes gooses in their games. Which, as far as I'm concerned, is goose-delicious. Right then, is this my repair tool? Yes, with which I can do, repairs and pokings. Yes, and put this thing back. I get the fire extinguisher as well, oh goodness! For extinguishing fires. Yes, indeed, which are surprising given that we're underwater, but never mind. Right then. How does this function, then? Objective 006. The nearest mineral cluster is located at coordinates x 15, y minus 90. Okie dokie. Use my... Oh goodness. Hold on a second. I need to face in the right direction. It's only slightly important. Okay, so these are my current coordinates. These are the coordinates I need to get to. This is some form of radar, and maybe this is some sort of reversing camera. Let me see if I can figure that out. Maybe it's like a night vision camera? Yes, in fact, the things in front of me seem to be the same as the things on there, so perhaps it's some form of night vision camera. Right then, goodness, you weren't lying about having maneuverability problems. Can I go up somehow? Oh goodness, I pressed the wrong button. Yes, is it possible for me to go up and down as well as left and right? Presumably not. I have an A, which perhaps is my azimuth. That is the direction. Hello, Mr. Fish, or Mrs. Fish. If that is indeed a fish, have genders, I will no bloody clue. I don't know, I'm not a fishologist. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yes, my azimuth, that would presumably be the angle at which I'm facing relative to north. So I need to try and make my way towards something. This might be nearly what I need. Yes, indeed! Grab thing! That's a nice smooth animation. I have taken it into my belly. Now everything is excellent. Okay, well this is going quite well. I remember we did a little shotgun of games, much like this at some point, where, what under the sun is that? Oh, it's just a big rock. Sorry, I thought it was a dismembered bodice. I do apologise. I jumped to mischievous conclusions. Right, should we go left? Or should we go right? What do we need to go towards? We need to go to minus 33 on the X and 42 on the Y. So what does this do to my Y? Nothing, basically, but it does make my X more negative. Interesting, okay. What would happen if I went this way? My Y would change, my X would change a little bit. Alright, well that's sort of slightly better than what I was getting previously, so perhaps this will be alright. Or perhaps it won't matter, and they'll both just lead me to exactly the same place, which seems entirely plausible and likely. So I'm also going to stop bothering to move the mouse around, because I'm not convinced it's actually any real use to me apart from looking at the different screens. So, oh goodness, I think we've had a bit of a bump. But the situation seems to be fine, and Captain Goose seems thoroughly nonplussed by the situation as ever. So let us carry on and pretend like that didn't happen, and nobody tell the insurance company. Right, wish to grab the mineral of destiny. Yeah, the spooky looking face in it by the look of it. I'm not kidding, there's definitely a face in there. Alright, let us continue on our little journey. It seems as if there's a relatively linear path to follow, so I don't think the coordinates are going to be all that much use to me, given that it seems as if there's only ever one direction that I can go. What is that? It's probably some form of sea monster that's currently biting my buttocks off, but for some bizarre reason I'm not running away from it, which frankly is surprising. Perhaps I should fix the situation. Give me the fixing situation device. Zappity zappity. I'm convinced this is how you fix all of your problems in life. Just zap them. Right, there's that situation sorted out. How does Mr. Goose feel about the situation? Or Mrs. Goose, I suppose, otherwise it would be a gander, would it not? Right then, I have not activated the controls. I wish to strap myself in, please. Thank you very much. Right then. At least I know I can deal with... What was that blip? I heard a blip! I wish to know what the nature of the blippage was. Yes, at least I know I can handle a pickle when I get into them now. It was just complete luck and random-ass chance that I got the animation to line up correctly the first time around. That is my own stupid fault, but never mind. That shouldn't really surprise anybody. Right, are we going particularly far this time around? A certain ways, yes. I'd presume these are measured in meters or something. What? Those are big sharks. Yes. Oh, good. Oh, marvellous. How absolutely tremendous. It's going to be really frickin' stupid of me to drive off this cliff, isn't it? I'm really thinking I should go backwards, but I'm not going to for some stupid reason I don't understand. Yeah, this is really... Oh, there might be whales actually looking at that, looking at the mouths. That looks more like some sort of plankton consumer rather than a filled consumer. So you will forgive me if I presume that beast is not in the mood to nibble on me. Right, let's try this again. See if I can get the animation a bit better this time. That kind of worked, yes, but I have the funny feeling it was a lot further away than it looked. Come in. Is somebody knocking on the door? I still don't understand how we're going to have a fire down here, but never mind. It seems a little difficult to have a fire underwater. But, at least the leaks will sort that situation out, by which I do not mean the unappetizing vegetation that we occasionally find on our plate at a restaurant. Where are we going? Oh goodness, we're going such a tremendous distance away. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to preemptively... Oh goodness, there's a fire! Put the fire out, if we could find the button for putting the fire out. There we are. Everything's fine, calm down. Kitty aunts. Yes, I know the entirety of this place is on fire, and I sprayed Mr. Goose with quite a large volume of whatever the hell is in this thing, goodness only knows. Oh, there we are, that's better. Oh, interesting, a sort of shutter comes down. Is that in order to prevent you from... Is that to prevent you from driving in an emergency, so that you sort the situation out rather than just carrying on regardless? I don't know. Perhaps yes, perhaps no. We will have to experiment some more, I think. Why are there so many jellyfish everywhere? My kitty aunt. I don't mind jellyfish for the most part, as long as I'm nowhere near them. Alright, let's... Oh, kitty on. Let's slow on down a little bit there. There's a wee bit more momentum to this than I would otherwise like to be dealing with. Also, it seems I have managed to go the wrong way, which is a little impressive given I didn't even observe any turnings. But, let's backtrack a little bit and see if there was another pathway that I could go. Perhaps here to the left where this light is shining. I keep wanting to move the mouse, and then I keep remembering it's pointless. Yes, indeed, here we are. The penultimate gemstone of passion or something, I don't know. Don't grab Mr. Fish. I'm sure the fish would not appreciate having their nethers grasped. Alrighty then, I reckon now we can continue down the... What under the sun is that? What is that, and why does it look like a bear trap affixed to the side of the sea? I don't know. But I did, however, notice this piece of rock in the way of the pathway down this little underwater boulevard that might have moved now that we've picked up this extra piece. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. How far away are we going? A fair old distance. Not too far. I must confess, I genuinely thought more would have gone wrong by now. Perhaps I've just suddenly become amazing at video games overnight, he says, crashing into something like a blithering idiot. Ahem. You didn't see that, Captain. Don't fire me as your helmsman. Let me just zap the ceiling some more, because that won't drop sparks in my eyes or anything. Right, I'm going to put that back there. Everything is better now, and I completely forgot to see if the shutter came down. But never mind. I can see something on the radar. Seems to be... oh goodness, it seems to be a big old chasm. It's gone all quiet. Oh, fiddlesticks. Kitty aunt. Abandon ship! Men and gooses first! Wait, what the hell is that? Oh, that's what it is. Oh, good. I was really hoping that it would be, the Maw of Death. Quite frickin' literally. That was good. Oh, in 72 hours. That's quite impressive for such a short period of time, although this developer is extremely talented, so, I really should have expected that coming from the excellent pedigree that this game has. Hey, I didn't completely screw it up. I didn't completely die. I do wonder if there is a way to die. Eventually, do the leaks fill up with fill the submarine with water, or can the fire eventually kill you? Is there some form of timer that's ticking down when you're in a pickle like that, and you need to fix the issue so that the timer stops going down, and you lose somehow if you get to the end of it? I don't know, and I don't know as I can be bothered to go back in it and find out. But that was rather good. Very professionally put together, as ever, and thoroughly goosed up, which as far as I'm concerned improves every game by at least 6,725 million%. So, yes, that was Rusty Barrel. I rather enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. So thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and good night.